One thing I've learned over my career is that there are always three important things to consider: people, process, and technology. So it doesn't matter which business you're in or organization you're in, those three things are always key. And those who know me will know that that's almost my mantra: people, process, technology. And it's not, I haven't claimed it or coined it. It's something I've learned from business. Now, from an external perspective, customers, obviously, we all know, are the most people to consider. But an organization have to stay in touch with what their customers are demanding. What are the products that they need to continue to deliver? What are the products that the customers don't accept anymore, or they're not happy with the quality expectations, or their pricing is not competitive anymore? So those are the things that has to be considered by organizations to adjust and remain flexible around adjusting the product that they put out there. So what are customers looking for? They're obviously looking at a quality product. They're looking at a good price, for a good price. Sometimes they'll sacrifice pricing for quality. They want to be reminded and want to be educated about the product. So promotion is an important thing. And then, of course, the product must be available where they need it. And those are the general things that we can talk about days for, but that's as simple as that. If you can meet those 4 P's, you can actually become competitive and stay competitive. And in fact, if you're competitive in those 4 areas, you're probably going to be competitive as a business in your chosen market. Now, the important thing of meeting product pricing, promotion in place is obviously having the right skills in place, having the right processes in place, having the right technology in place. So hence my mantra of people, process, technology. The slide I'm putting up here is one that talks about that balanced scorecard thing, in a little bit more detail. What are the elements that has to be in place? From a learning and growth perspective, to get the company to be more innovative with their products, their services, you need employee skills. From an internal business process perspective, your processes need to be of a good quality. Your process cycle time needs to be very lean, else you can't compete. Your customer will have to receive his product on time in order to keep him loyal, and in the end, you'll obviously be financially competitive and make sure that your organization is competitive. Now, critical to realize, people's skills, the empowerment, the innovation is critical to drive the internal process. You can't do it without it. So people is the critical component. If organizations want to know how their products or services are performing, customer service can gather that critical information and remove that uncertainty that organizations might have about the risk of losing their customers. Then, of course, organizations have to dissect and analyze that data, allow themselves an opportunity to adjust their products and services to meet their customer demand. So it's a bit of a process in itself to get to that point where you can say, listen, I'm competitive. Now, I want to use this example and compare it with politics. Who are the customers of the political party before and after the election? And how are they treated? Obviously, they're the voters, but the voters are just not asked again after a vote. Yes, they attend rallies, etc., but they're not actually asked to participate to add value to the organization. From where I stand, again, I might be ignorant, but that's what I see. Certainly, that's how I've been treated as a voter. If you vote for somebody, that's it. That's all you need to do. You have to ask whether your political party is sending out customer surveys to understand root causes of poor performances. Why are people disappointed with the political party? Because else, how are they going to know to be addressing it? How else would they know how to improve the situation for their voters? I think everybody is clear on that answer. It's not something I've seen, certainly. Nobody's asked me before, what do I think are elementary things that's wrong with any political party for that matter. They don't even know who I voted for, so who they're going to send it out to. Do we actually know what the product quality from the political party looked like before and after the election? So if it was a business and they were selling you a product and you had to draw a little cross next to it and you got it, what does that product quality look like before an election, and what does it look like after? I'm leaving that thoughts with you so that you can ponder on it. They are actually doing a good job, I must say, on promoting their product, because there are rallies and there's a lot of things that they do in order to promote the manifesto and share that information. I'm not sure if it's complete, though, in terms of enough information to inform voters to actually make an informed decision. But that's, again, my opinion. Something that everybody has to, I think, contemplate before they put a little cross next to their party, their chosen party. Just briefly, place of the 4 Ps. Place obviously indicates that availability of the product where the consumer needs it. And you see, a political party governing over a specific area, municipality, but there are so many mixed results in different areas. So again, if it was a good product and it was at the right place, definitely it's promoted. One knows that because that's what you see in social media. Those are the things that people promote. The political rallies, the branded T-shirts, the free food parcels. All of those things bear witness of a good promotional strategy. But I think without the other 3 Ps, promotion will only get customers hyped up, and until they have to experience that product, then they're not going to be as hyped up anymore, because then delivery doesn't happen as promised. So from a process perspective, I've definitely learned that you need people and technology to be able to design and drive processes. If any of the 2 people, or technology or are not performing well, there's a high likelihood that processes won't be effective. And I'm putting up this slide so you can see what are these considerations that you have to do in order to select, again, your political party and the leaders that promote the party. So key thing is the staff, again, as an enabler, staff competencies, technological or technology infrastructure, and then of course a climate for action. Some people promote changes. If you vote for my party, we're going to change 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have they actually got the enablers in place? Have they got the staff competencies? Have they got the technology? Have they got the processes in place in order to drive that? How happy are their people in their organization, working for them full time? That's normally a telltale sign in any organization. If people are not satisfied and the company can't retain their skills, or people's productivity is low, then something is not well, and certainly not a company that you'd like to invest in. The same applies obviously for a political party.